The art of letting go. Embrace change for a purposeful, liberated existence. Have you ever felt like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, holding onto things that no longer serve you? It's a common experience, one that can leave you feeling stuck and overwhelmed. But what if you could lighten the load, find a way to let go of the past, and embrace the possibilities of the present? Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to our channel Speed Reads as well as hit that notification bell. In this summary, you'll discover the transformative power of releasing what's out of your control and nurturing a mindset that fosters growth, resilience, and self-compassion. This journey will not only enhance your ability to navigate life's challenges, but also empower you to become a more insightful, purpose-driven individual. It's about learning to dance with life's uncertainties, turning each step into an opportunity for personal evolution and fulfillment. So, are you ready to let go and grow? Let's begin. Embracing change. Embarking on the transformative journey of letting go begins with the realization that not everything is within our control. It's about embracing self-awareness and the liberation that comes from releasing our grip on past wounds, unfulfilled expectations, and inflexible identities. It's learning to navigate the unpredictable currents of life gracefully and resiliently. Central to this journey is the dichotomy of control, a guiding principle that helps you distinguish between what you can influence and what you must accept. It invites you to channel your energy into your own actions and attitudes, releasing the anxiety tied to attempting to control the uncontrollable. This isn't about surrendering to destiny, but about actively participating in the present while making choices that resonate with your values and aspirations. To nurture this mindset, the first thing you should do is regularly engage in self-distancing, the capacity to take a step back and consider experiences from a wider vantage point. This mental space is a potent tool for regulating emotions and making decisions that contribute to long-term well-being. It's about recognizing the broader context and acknowledging that your current challenges are merely fragments of a larger dynamic mosaic. As you set out on this path, you can adopt practical measures in your everyday life. When confronted with stress, take a moment to ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, shift your focus to what you can affect, such as your perspective or your subsequent actions. If it is within your control, take assertive steps to effect positive change. You can also cultivate non-judgmental thinking by simply observing your thoughts and emotions as they surface, refraining from attaching labels or criticism. By observing your thoughts and emotions without labeling them as good or bad, you foster a space for self-compassion. This practice not only promotes healing, but also encourages a deeper understanding of oneself, leading to a more authentic and fulfilling life. In essence, to embrace change and master the art of letting go is to foster a life filled with purpose, tranquility, and satisfaction. It's an invitation to shed the burdens of the past and seize the opportunities of the present. Remember that letting go isn't about loss, it's about gaining the freedom to live genuinely and uncovering the strength within to shape a life that mirrors your true self and deepest values. With each stride forward, you become more insightful and better equipped to meet life's challenges with elegance and bravery. Overcoming your inner critic. In the midst of life's journey, it's not uncommon to encounter a restless force, a voice within that echoes our deepest insecurities, casting a shadow of negativity across our path. This voice is often referred to as the inner critic. The essence of personal growth lies in the ability to quiet this inner critic by embracing self-compassion and cultivating a mindset of excellentism, a pursuit of excellence that is forgiving and human, rather than the unattainable perfectionism that only leads to frustration. Imagine standing at a crossroads where each path represents a choice. One path is worn by the footsteps of your inner critic, leading to a horizon clouded by self-imposed limitations. The other path, less traveled, is illuminated by the warm glow of self-compassion, inviting you to step forward into a life in which you are your own ally, not your adversary. This is the journey from perfectionism to excellentism, a transition that requires not just a change in thought, but also a transformation in how we treat ourselves. The first step on this path is to recognize the presence of the inner critic. It's that voice that whispers you're not enough after a minor mistake or compares you unfavorably to others. It's a voice shaped by past experiences, societal pressures, and perhaps a misguided belief that self-criticism is a form of motivation. However, research has shown that this negative self-talk is more likely to lead to feelings of shame and inadequacy than to constructive change. To counteract the inner critic, begin by cultivating awareness. When you catch yourself spiraling into negative self-talk, pause. Ask yourself, what triggered this response? What am I truly afraid of? By understanding these thoughts, you can dismantle the power they have over you. It's about acknowledging fears and vulnerabilities, not as weaknesses, but as facets of your humanity that deserve compassion. Next, shift your focus from criticism to strength. Reflect on your achievements, no matter how small, and let them be a testament to your capabilities. It's about redefining success not as the absence of failure, but as the presence of effort and resilience. Celebrate your progress, and let your accomplishments be the building blocks of your self-esteem. Moreover, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a dear friend. When you stumble, remind yourself that perfection is not the goal, growth is. Allow yourself the grace to make mistakes and learn from them. This nurturing attitude toward oneself lays the foundation for excellentism, where the aim is not to be flawless, but to be your best self. Consider the story of Emma, who struggled with public speaking. Her inner critic was loud, filling her mind with doubts before every presentation. But Emma decided to take a stand against this voice. She began by acknowledging her fear of judgment, and then consciously shifted her focus to her strengths, her ability to connect with her audience and her passion for her topic. She also practiced self-compassion, understanding that nerves were a natural part of the process. Over time, Emma's confidence grew, and so did her speaking skills. She wasn't perfect, but she was her best, and that made all the difference. In short, the art of letting go of the inner critic is about embracing the imperfect journey of self-improvement. It's about replacing the harshness of self-judgment with the warmth of self-compassion. It's about recognizing that excellence is not about being the best, but about being better than you were yesterday. So take a deep breath, take that first step, and let the journey of excellentism begin. The transformative power of a growth mindset. As we continue our exploration of personal transformation, we delve into the profound impact of cultivating a growth mindset. It's a concept that goes beyond mere positive thinking. It's about fundamentally altering how we perceive our capabilities and our potential. With a growth mindset, we see ourselves not as static entities, but as individuals capable of evolution and improvement through dedication and hard work. After all, embracing change is not just about adapting to new circumstances, but about actively seeking out opportunities for growth. It's about understanding that setbacks are not failures, but rather signposts on the road to success. When we encounter obstacles, a growth mindset prompts us to ask, what can I learn from this, rather than why did this happen to me? This shift in perspective is empowering. It transforms victims into victors, passivity into action. Consider the story of Anna, a violinist who, after a disappointing audition, could have succumbed to self-doubt. Instead, she chose to view the experience as a learning opportunity. She sought feedback, dedicated herself to rigorous practice, and embraced the challenge of improving. Her growth mindset turned a moment of potential defeat into a stepping stone toward mastery of her craft. To truly let go is to trust in the journey of self-improvement. It's about releasing the grip of past mistakes and the fear of future missteps. It's about understanding that growth is a continuous process and that each day presents a new chance to learn and to improve. Letting go means recognizing that perfection is not the goal, progress is. So how do we apply this to our lives? Start by setting aside time each day for reflection. Ask yourself, what did I learn today, and how can I apply this knowledge in future? This simple practice can solidify a growth mindset, making it a natural part of your thought process. Another step is to challenge yourself regularly. Take on tasks that push you beyond your comfort zone, where learning is inevitable. Whether it's a new language, a complex project, or a fitness goal, these challenges will reinforce your belief in your ability to grow and adapt. At the end of the day, the transformative power of a growth mindset lies in its ability to turn the fear of letting go into the freedom of growth. By adopting this mindset, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. Remember, the only true limit to the realization of tomorrow will be the doubts of today. Let's cast them aside and step into a brighter, more capable future. Transforming self-perception in the dance of life, we often find ourselves entangled in a web of self-criticism where the steps we take are choreographed by our harshest judge, ourselves. It's a familiar tune, one that plays the notes of doubt and fear, convincing us that we're not quite in rhythm with the rest of the world. But what if we could change that music? What if we could step back and see these thoughts not as the core of who we are, but as separate from our true selves? Imagine negative self-talk as a character in a play, one that you've written into your life script without realizing it. This character is not you, but rather a creation of your mind, influenced by past experiences and societal expectations. By externalizing this character, you gain the power to rewrite the script, to transform the narrative into one that uplifts and supports you. The process begins with recognizing that these negative scripts are not an inherent part of your identity. They are external entities that can be reshaped. The key lies in understanding that you are the author of your life's narrative. You have the creative license to develop your character in a way that aligns with your aspirations and values. To embark on this transformative journey, start by observing your thoughts as if they were lines delivered by an actor on stage. Notice when the dialogue turns critical and ask yourself, is this the character I want to play? If the answer is no, it's time to introduce a new role, one that speaks with kindness, encouragement, and compassion. As you begin to separate yourself from the negative chatter, you'll find that you can engage with your thoughts more objectively. This detachment allows you to challenge the validity of the self-critical narrative and consider alternative perspectives. It's akin to stepping into the director's chair and guiding the performance toward a more positive outcome. Consider the story of Lucas, a talented artist who constantly battled with his inner critic. Each stroke of his brush was met with a barrage of self-doubt until he decided to externalize these thoughts. He named his critic the doubter and began to see it as a separate entity. Whenever the doubter spoke, Lucas would acknowledge its presence, but choose not to engage with it. Instead, he focused on the voice of the creator within him, the part that encouraged creativity and joy in his work. Over time, the creator took on the leading role in his narrative, and his art flourished. By externalizing your negative self-talk, you not only rewrite your internal script, but also empower yourself to act with intention. You can choose to engage with thoughts that serve your well-being and dismiss those that don't. This doesn't mean ignoring your emotions or challenges. Rather, it's about approaching them with a constructive mindset that fosters growth and self-acceptance. So, what does this mean for you in practical terms? Begin by identifying moments when negative self-talk arises. Perhaps it's during a challenging task at work or when facing a personal setback. Acknowledge these thoughts, then consciously shift your focus to a narrative that supports your growth. Remind yourself of your strengths, past successes, and the lessons learned along the way. Another step you can take is to create a positive affirmation that resonates with you. Repeat it daily, allowing it to become a new line in your life script. For example, I am capable and resilient, and I approach each day with courage and optimism. Let this affirmation be your mantra, a reminder of the character you choose to embody. In essence, transforming self-perception through externalization is about recognizing that you have the power over the narrative that shapes your life. Remember, you are the playwright of your existence, and with each word you write, you have the opportunity to craft a story of triumph and fulfillment. Final summary. Embracing change and overcoming your inner critic are pivotal to personal growth. Letting go involves recognizing what's beyond your control and focusing on what you can influence, fostering a life of purpose and satisfaction. By practicing self-distancing, you cultivate resilience and a non-judgmental approach to life's challenges. Overcoming the inner critic requires awareness and self-compassion, shifting from perfectionism to excellentism, in which effort and resilience define success. Cultivating a growth mindset transforms setbacks into learning opportunities, encouraging continuous self-improvement. Transforming self-perception means rewriting the narrative of your life, externalizing negative self-talk, and embracing a positive self-image. This journey equips you with the tools to navigate life with confidence, compassion, and an ever-evolving sense of self, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling existence. Thank you for listening. See you in the next speed reading.